Okay, so welcome back, everybody, to another episode of When Words Fail, Music Speaks. I'm one of your hosts here. My name is Blake Mosley. I'm joined by James Cox today. James, how you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you?
I'm living the dream, my friend. I'm very excited to be on this interview with you today because, as you guys know, like I'm not able to do a whole lot of interviews based on my schedule. But I'm very excited to sit down with this band that we have here today, Hangwire. Because I just learned about you probably 10 minutes ago. And I took a few minutes to listen to some clips of your songs on Spotify. And I was like blown away within like literally just within seconds of listening to your music. So I'm very excited to talk with you guys today. Real quick, Hangwire, post-punk revival band, excuse me. We've got 3 of the members here today. And for a lot of you who are going to experience their music for the first time, if you love 80s music, then you are in for a treat because that is the vibes that I'm getting. The Cure, like I love it. I love every bit of it. We're going to talk about their latest release here, Farewell. But we've got 3 of the members here today. Gentlemen, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves to our lovely podcast listeners?
Okay.
Whoever wants to go first.
First of all, thank you so much for the beautiful introduction.
Okay.
Sure.
He's a singer, so
it was amazing.
You go first.
The introduction was amazing. Second of all, my name is Andres. I am the lead singer of the project, and I also composed some of the songs with Federico and Nicolas. And I play the guitar sometimes.
Cool.
Not often, sometimes.
All right.
Okay,
Next.
I'll go second then.
Yeah.
Thank you, Blake. Thank you, James, for having us tonight. My name is Federico. I play guitar in Hangwire, and that's all. I'll let Nico introduce himself now.
Thank you as well, guys, for inviting us. I'm Nicolas. I play the guitar as well, and sometimes I try to do vocals, backing vocals. But not every time. That's right.
So really not too bad for names. We got Andres, Nicholas, and Federico. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
So not too bad. Yeah. So
Listen, here's the thing. We're from South Carolina. We are the most, more so me than James, the thickest like Southern country accents that you can imagine. And I have like I sound like a hick. And a lot of times, like when so my job requires me to make a lot of phone calls to different states, all over the country. And a lot of times I'm talking to people from like Minnesota or maybe like Washington or whatever. And my phone number for work is a Chicago-based phone number. But like when it shows up there and they hear me talking, they're always like, "Where are you from?" Right. So I always have to explain myself. Like, no, the company is Chicago-based. I'm in South Carolina, whatever. So, but so yes, our pronunciation of names is very poor. So apologize. But we're very excited to have you guys here. Like I mentioned in my little intro I did for you, I am so new to your band. Like literally within just the last 30 minutes, I have really discovered music, and I'm already in love with it because I love 80s music. I love post-punk. I love The Cure. The Cure is definitely like up there in like one of my top favorite bands. And when I only heard just a handful of your songs, I was blown away, and I was like, oh my God, this is right up my alley. I absolutely love it. So thank you again for being on here. I guess that's kind of where we can kind of kick things off. How did you guys like meet, and what was kind of like the evolution of your band?
Good question. Who goes?
Who?
Oh yeah, and now you guys can fight about who goes first.
Okay.
You got me
Federico,
before,
you can
so
start.
you should start. Yeah, I met you guys afterwards.
I'll raise my hand anytime I want to speak. I'll raise my hand, guys.
There you go.
Okay.
So the band started as a project in 2020. when the lockdowns were kicking in COVID era. Basically, Andres started the project. Then he called me. He had a few songs already written. I joined in and tried to help him with some of the rest of the songs. And 3 years later, 2023, we released finally our first album, Farewell. And so far, we are very proud of our work with that album. We received great critics so far, and we're very happy with it. Later, I'm sorry, I didn't mention that Nicolas joined after a little bit after I joined the band. Yeah. And he helped us with a lot of songs and different sounds. He put his way of doing things on the music, and that was great as well. And then the rest of the band, Gaston, who is not here right now, plays bass, and Tommy, who is the last one who joined us last year. He's the drummer of the band. And also have a friend and collaborator whose name is Eduardo, who plays synthesizer for us. And yes, today is a special day as well, because we released our last single, Farewell Song. I don't know if you listened to it today, but it was today the release. So
so it came out today.
Yeah, it came out today. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
But the song was written like 3 years ago, because it was an outtake from the Farewell album. But the drums were sounding great in those times. So we tried to rework the mixing, and then I found a plugin that polished the sound of the drums. And then when I polished it, it was like, okay, now we can release it, because it sounds pretty fine now. And 3 years later, 3 years later, we talk about releasing it, and we put it out today. But it wasn't a Farewell outtake,
Yeah.
That is going to be part of the the new compilation album that we are going to release this year. But it's a compilation album with outtakes and unknown songs. There's no known songs in this new compilation that we are going to release in the future.
Okay.
You understand my English? Did you understand?
Yeah, no, you're good. You're great. No, awesome. Like I was like, oh, that came out today. That is great. Like, what great timing we have, right? That's what we're here. We're just incredible. We're great at what we do, right? It's a brand new single. I absolutely love that. So when it comes to like your style, what specific like elements from the 80s music scene do you draw your inspiration from? Because it's like it's a lot of synth. The bass lines are very like as I keep mentioning The Cure, but that's just what comes to mind is a lot of those
kind of
right?
Dead or Alive, or like aha, band.
Aha, yeah.
Aha, also, yeah.
Dead or Alive, yeah.
The Cure is our main influence. Also, the Chameleons, the Vision, all the British post-punk bands, but also the New York post-punk bands are part of the sound. Like Talking Heads, Devo, and all those kind of bands that started it all.
Yeah.
But we're like how to say it, a copycat of those bands. We are not inventing the wheel. We are just
we're rolling
doing
just rolling, right? Exactly right. Yeah.
You know, we're doing a style that we love because I don't know, my father used to listen to it. I grow up listen. I don't know, The Head on the Door, and other albums that are classics right now. And when I grow up, I was like, okay, now I want to make a band with this kind of characteristics, with a post-punk kind of sound, and we try to emulate, you know, the sounds of those incredible years, like the 80s, you know. But I am saying this, you know, because we read some messages on YouTube.
I knew he was going to say something.
saying,
I was just
you're a ripoff, you're a ripoff, you're a ripoff, and we answer always, we know that we are a ripoff, and we're proud of it. You know, we are aware of that. We are aware of that. don't worry.
Listen,
so yeah,
I would not say you guys are ripoffs by any means. Before we did this, we started this interview. We just wrapped up an episode on JoJo Siwa and like everything going on with JoJo Siwa right now, and like how she actually ripped off a song from like 12 years ago.
12 years ago.
And tried to take credit for it. So like, I would not consider you guys ripping anybody off. I think just like what you said, you didn't invent the wheel, but you're keeping it rolling. Like you are paying homage to some great music that came out a long time ago. Yeah, it's done so well. I commend you guys heavily. That's amazing.
This is what paying homage with respect, you know, with tons of respect. With of those architects that created the post-punk and God sound, you know.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
I do have a question for y'all. So I listen to a lot of music as well as y'all do, and I noticed okay. So have y'all heard of a band called Better Than Ezra?
No, I don't remember. No.
Okay. There's a band here called Better Than Ezra, and it's like I would say like a punk pop band, like kind
of like they were big in the 90s. Yeah, kind of like an alternative rock band from like the 90s. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
can you name a song?
Good.
What's that?
Their
most
popular
a song.
It's good living with you, and it's good. Yeah, great stuff. Good 90s song.
We can't sing, but okay. So I listen to a lot of music, like I said before, and I noticed there's a hit of the introduction for that song "Good" and your song called "Bones," and other Bones.
Okay.
So
I haven't made my way to Bones yet, so I can't speak on that one, but James definitely can. So.
I have something to say about this song.
Yeah,
and it's a ripoff from an Argentina band called Patricio Rey and sus redonditos de ricota. The song is called una piba con una remera de Greenpeace.
What? That's news for me, man.
Yeah, bro.
What? It was lying all the time.
You heard it here first. Breaking.
I'm trying to be. Truth, you know. But it is. I took influence from that song. Let's say that I took influence. I pay homage. Homage.
Exactly.
But I don't have the money to pay to the owner of the song, you know. But I pay homage, you know.
There you go. That's all I gotta say. I love this song so much. I wanted to make it my own, and there you go.
That's it.
My base question was: do you listen to? I know you'll get influence from the '80s, you know, music too. But do you branch out and listen to music now to get influence into your music and like kind of twerk it to be like 80s? I mean, do you listen to music now?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. Okay.
Actually, all of the members, that's really interesting about us, I think.
Yeah.
We all listen different kinds of music.
Great.
Actually, being in Hangwire was a good opportunity for me to know different bands that Andres was not like, oh, you should listen to this record. And I was like, okay, I'm going to pay attention to the guitar. Or some bands that I knew before, I thought it was alternative rock. He was the first person who was talking about post-punk to me. And I was like, oh, I actually like post-punk, but I wasn't even aware of the scene. I loved Joy Division before The Cure as well.
Right.
But then we have influences from the recent ones. I don't know, Idols. It's a big influence for us for the upcoming songs. Fontaine CC as well. The Horrors. I don't know, guys. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just want to talk to you. Okay, so y'all listen to all kinds of music just like me, and I just want to know how y'all came upon the influence with Tattoo Billy, because big shout out to him. He's great. He introduced me to Federico, and so how did that come? How did that relationship happen? Because he's going to be on the next big thing, and I strongly believe him.
I'll take this one. First of all, I want to take this opportunity to give a shout out to my friend, buddy, Ed Bagley from Tattoo Billy Band, who put us in contact with you. We are really grateful for that, and we want to encourage all the people that listens to your podcast to give them a try to listen to them, because they're a great band. They play Southern rock, and as for me, with Ed, we click so fast because as he has a Southern rock band, I really like Southern rock, because when I'm all by myself playing guitar, one of my biggest influence are the Allman Brothers band and Leonard Skinner.
Yeah.
So
yes.
Dwayne Allman, the Sky Dog. Recently we lost Dickie Betts as well. Rest in peace. Great guitar player. Great influence for me. And from Leonard Skinner as well. I have big influence on Southern rock. We had a lot to talk about with Ed. So I think we were friends pretty fast, and that was great. And he's helping us. We're trying to help him and his band as well. And someday, hopefully, we get to meet each other and we play together, and that will be very fun.
Oh, I'm sure y'all will. Because y'all are getting huge. I mean, you're going down, and I just think that your song that you just put out today is going to blow up to major big time. And so let me ask Andres and
Nico.
Yes.
You can just say Nico. It's easier. Nick is like Nick. Yeah.
Thank you, because I'm Southern and I can't really talk today, but
You guys were.
So I wouldn't know y'all's influence, because we learned that Federico is influenced mainly by Southern rock, which is great. I love Linda Skinner, all those Southern bands. But I want to know who y'all guys, who's yours influences, and who do you like borrow from? Not steal.
In Southern rock.
No,
just anything. If there's anything else, yeah.
I'm a big Beatle fan. Big
Beatle fan. Okay. Yeah.
And
my wife is a big Beatles fan, like massive Beatles fan.
Really?
Oh. Yes. Very big fan. Yeah.
When I met these two guys, it was really funny because every time I meet another Beatle fan, obviously my question is, who's your favorite Beatle?
Right.
And Federico was, my favorite Beatle is Paul. And Andres was, my favorite Beatle is Lennon. And my favorite Beatle is George. So it was like perfect. It made sense. It says a lot about our personalities.
Sure.
Besides that, I love French music. Serge Gainsbourg, I'm a big fan of his work.
Mhm.
I like as Federico. I love blues. I love to play blues when I'm with my guitar as well. I tend to go more to the psychedelic side. So, but I love blues. Yeah, not. I do not play traditional blues. I play more like a kind of blues. And I love jazz manouche. I love Django Reinhardt. He's one of my favorite guitarists with David Gilmour. And go Andres.
Yeah. Oh, my influences right now. I see in my collection of CD and vinyls. I can see here one of the greatest influences in my life is Nick Cave. Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. Since he was part of the birthday party and also his solo projects with Warren with Warren Ellis. You know records like Let Love In that has that visceral garage post punk, but at the same time bluesy. How to say it? Grinder rock. I don't know how to say it because it is obscure. It is like you were in a bordel, you know, in the old bordel, you know, with red candles and red lights, smoking a cigarette, and he's like I imagine him sitting on a piano, playing an old piano, you know, in a saloon, sing those words of love and not only love but death and tragedy that has that kind of folklore, you know, of the Western, old Western, you know.
Yeah.
He's Australian, but he takes a lot of this kind of folklore stories, like Red Right Hand, Loverman, you know. And then I have other influences like Mark Bolan of T-Rex.
Yeah.
The creator of glam rock. And also love, as you said, The Cure, Joy Division, Talking Heads. But at the same time, I love blues. I love the new kind of blues that how does the MTV said punk blues, white stripes. Also Black Keys.
Yeah, Black Keys.
You know those. There's a band that is a blues punk that it's called the Horrors. It's not the Horrors from UK that make post-punk shoegaze, but it's an American band that mix the blues, but with the punk and with the lo-fi kind of sound. It's called the Horrors as well. Okay. And it's an incredible band. I don't know if you know them. And
I don't. I was
band
Googling them while you were talking about them. But they look like they would be right up my alley. Just like just looking at them, I'm like, I'm into this. This is cool.
And there's another band called Proto Martyr from Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
No, Detroit. No, Detroit. Yeah, Proto Martyr. That they are now in a big label and they are doing great, incredible albums. The singer of the band is a Gen X singer that made it a few years ago. He made it with this band. It's incredible because he's a Gen X frontman that is doing it great in his adult age, you know.
Sure.
And that's a good thing because companies and record labels always are searching for new faces, you know, young people to introduce a style, a new genre. But right now, that's not the thing. The thing is that there's a lot of bands that have frontman with 15 years old, 40 years old, 36 years old, like Idols, for example. That is the best example. They did it when they got 34 years old, And the Viagra Boys, their name is Viagra Boys because the guys are in the 40s, you know, and that's the name of Viagra Boys. The origin of the name Viagra Boys that is an influence to me is because they made it with 40 years old, you know, and that's a joke on them, you know.
So
that's our influences, and also from Sepultura from Brazil.
Oh yeah, okay. All right. So, all right, I want to ask you guys. I don't know, like, how much.
Sorry.
This is like a little sidebar here, but like Sepultura and everything, you know, that like going on as far as drummer controversies. I don't know if you guys are big Slipknot fans or anything.
Yeah. Eloy
Okay.
Casagrande.
Okay, so Eloy from Sepultura has now been confirmed as the new drummer for Slipknot, and which is amazing. Everyone kind of thought it was coming. Have you guys heard about like the weird like circle, like revolving ring that's happening with different drummers in bands like Sepultura and Slipknot? Have y'all heard about that at all?
No.
I know the story of Sepultura. I don't know the story of Slipknot because I stopped following the band when Joy Jordison went away.
Yeah. Right.
Because
right.
It changes a lot, the style, you know?
It does.
And also,
absolutely.
So now that Eloy Casagrande is in the band, I will give you a shout out because I am proud that Eloy Casagrande is in the files. It's in the band, you know? Playing the drums for Slipknot, and it's Eloy Casagrande because I study the tattoos of his arm. So
right, exactly. That's what everyone did. Right.
He was with the mask, but they forgot to cover the tattoos.
Exactly. So. And it's so funny and so cool to watch because I'm a drummer, right? So I've been playing drums since I was 10, and like I was a big Slipknot fan when I was a kid. Followed Joey Jordison. I worshipped the guy. I was obsessed with him. Amazing drummer. He left the band. They brought in Jay Weinberg, and I don't know if you know, but Jay Weinberg's dad, Max Weinberg, plays for Bruce Springsteen. So Jay Weinberg comes in. He played in a couple of punk bands. He was in Against Me for a little bit and different things like that. So he's the new drummer for Slipknot, does his thing, was in the band for like 10 years. So in the midst of that, I'm following all these drummers on Instagram. I come across this guy named Grayson. I can't properly pronounce his last name again because I'm from South Carolina and I just can't pronounce anything right. But Grayson, he was this really good jazz drummer, very talented. Starts playing for Suicidal Tendencies out of nowhere. He's announced as a new drummer for Suicidal Tendencies. Goes on tour with them. Announces that he's leaving Suicidal Tendencies after Eloy left Sepultura and started playing with Sepultura. So then Jay Weinberg gets kicked out of Slipknot. He becomes the new drummer for Suicidal Tendencies. So the theory was like, so now it's like they're all just like sharing drummers. So everyone has been waiting for them to announce who the new drummer of Slipknot was. But as we know, like the Sick New World Festival was this past weekend with all the big like new metal bands, System of a Down, everyone like that. And they played Slipknot played a very small venue. And like some venues came out. And he was like, we're going to party like it's 1999. And so like they're analyzing this drummer, like from everybody's zooming in on everything that the guy's doing, but you're exactly right. He had his sleeves rolled up and like the tattoos of the arrows on his arm were very visible, and everybody's like, knew it, called it. We knew that was going to happen. So rightfully so. The guy's an amazing drummer, and I could not imagine someone as a better fit for not only what Jay Weinberg did, but what Joey Jordison did in that band. The guy's incredible. And I think he's a very good fit. I'm excited to hear what they have to do. But anyway, sorry, you mentioned Sepultura, and I was like, I got to talk about it.
No. I love Sepultura. I'm a big fan of Sepultura. I'm a big fan of metal as well. So we can talk about metal all the way. I love
metal.
metal.
Yeah, we're big metal fans.
Yeah.
I'm a big punk fan. James is a huge metal fan. We can talk about that stuff all day long. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Nicolas is a big metal fan too.
Yeah,
nice.
I'm learning.
We're all metal.
But the fans of there, cool air.
Yeah.
I love everything Andres showed me, but I must confess I'm kind of ignorant about the style. But I love everything
okay.
that he shows me.
Well,
you're in good hands.
so
From
so
what
back-
I've gathered and a little bit I've talked to you guys, you're in great hands. You're going to learn a lot.
well, Nick, now that we learned that Nick is a Metalhead fan, I gotta ask you this. I'm up on arms, okay? So Static X, you know who they are, right? Static X, Wayne Static.
Yeah, well, Static, yeah, he died years ago. The
Well, yeah.
guy with the
Yes,
with
yes.
the
20-inch hair, yeah. Okay,
great
so-
band.
So yes, agreed, because I've seen him live countless times. Like, so what do you think about it's so dope filling in the lead vocals for him, but they're bringing back like the mask that was the lead, I forgot the lead singer's name.
Wayne Static. Oh,
Wayne
wait.
Static.
No. Yeah.
Great band.
Yeah, Wayne Static. Yeah, so it's so dope from the band Dope. Is doing the lead singing for Static X, you know, but they're making him dress up like Wayne Static.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a little strange.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's
He has a
so
mask
bizarre.
and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if y'all
It's-
know about it, but
It's like the reunion of Pantera, you know. It's not
Yeah.
a real. Okay, it's cool. It's amazing for the young fans that
Yeah.
didn't saw Pantera with Dimebag still, but now you have the opportunity. But in this case, to make a Wayne Static clone, that
Right.
you can replace Wayne Static. You know, it
No.
was
Yeah.
the brain of the band, and also it was the frontman. It's
Mhm.
not. It's weird. You know.
Yeah. It's a little weird. Yeah.
because we interviewed Tony Campos
Yeah. We had
And
Tony
he-
on before.
and he says everybody loves it where it's like a remembrance of Wayne. It's not replacing him. It's remembrance
Oh.
of him. You know. So
Okay.
I think that's fair. You know. But I just wanted to see what y'all think and see if
Yeah.
that's a good thing to bring back. You know, to bring a dead individual back on the stage with
More
with
like a
something
fan
else.
service. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Good work. If you're not replacing the person, as you said, and it's just let's say a hologram or something, and a friend told me she saw Paul McCartney and they're doing this Lennon holo or something. I
Yeah.
would be moved by that, so I can
Yeah.
argue with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So going back to Hangwire. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
I
What?
have an opinion about that. You can do like this, for example, like the Nirvana reunion, you know, for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You can invite, I don't know, 5, 6, or 7 singers to make a good homage. That's good.
Yeah.
But to make try to replace someone and put a record out or make a whole tour, trying to, I don't know, but if you put, I don't know, cool guests to replace, not replace, but to sing the songs in homage like Paul McCartney did with the Nirvana members, you know, and also Kim Gordon from Sonic Youth did in that occasion. That's for me. It's a good homage to pay for the late musician that died. But replace, I don't know. You can replace Max Cavalera. You can replace Joy Jordison. I don't know.
Yeah.
That
It's a real tribute.
That's thought that I got. It's a thought, a philosophy of mine.
Yeah. So we do have two more questions for y'all, and then we'll let you go. So Federico, I want to know about your band Hangwire, or the band Hangwire, because it's not you playing the band. So many bands are going to singles only now. And I have y'all's catalog up here, and you'll release 4 singles as well as a full blown album, which is great. Are y'all planning to release more singles, or are you like strictly adhere to like a full blown albums?
Yeah, we are planning to release a few more singles, and then we are going to compile all of them in an album, which is going to be, like Andres already said earlier, the Parting Ways B-sides, which is going to be a compilation of these singles that we are going to be releasing throughout the year. And then after we release this compilation album, we are going to we're already working on the second album, but we're going to put more effort after we release this compilation album. So our plans now are releasing a few singles more, then releasing this compilation album, and then releasing our second album, our second official album, let's say it that way.
And that'll be out later this year or like early next year?
This year, maybe, yes, this year we are trying to release the compilation album, and if we have time, we are releasing also the second album this year, and at the end of this year.
Yeah.
Great.
Nice.
Great. Awesome. One more question, and then I promise we'll leave you. So we'll leave you alone, right? No.
We don't have any problem to talk. It's cool.
Oh,
Love it.
Okay, cool.
We're having fun. We're having tons of fun.
All right. Good. So this question might be the hardest question, and I don't know like what to ask it.
Yeah, I can ask.
Yeah. Okay.
So, all right, the whole premise of our show and the title "When Words Fail, Music Speaks" is we fully believe that music has a way of expressing emotions and saying things that we find ourselves being unable to say. It may be a song that like I can't express how I feel right now, but this song can say it for me. Are there any albums or songs that you guys can say, oh, 100%, this is that album or this is that song for me?
Or artist,
Or artist, yeah. It could be an artist too that just does it so perfect.
Okay, computer.
Okay, computer. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Radiohead.
Or Push the Sky Away. Andres recommended that to me.
You need to say this, because this question is something you can't explain, and you said the perfect.
Exactly, it's impossible to explain. Yeah.
I'll go with Disintegration, The Cure, and the song would be Pictures of You.
Nice. Okay. Yeah,
Song.
absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
You're the one remaining on this.
I go with I go with the more obscure album of the 90s. That is the Downward Spiral of Nine Inch Nails.
Yes.
That album has a deep concept. It is a conceptual album, and it has this kind of chaos in it that it goes through the whole process of a man that is like disintegrating his own sanity,
Mm-hmm.
And that album, the concept of the album and how was made the album, and that was made what only one man, that is Trent Reznor, and what and the meaning that has that album, it's incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah,
because it talks about philosophical things, and also talk about the existentialist themes and taboo themes. Like, for example, I don't know if I can say the word here.
Yeah.
Like, for example,
Sure,
suicide.
Mm-hmm.
That is a theme that it has to be talked about, because it's an illness that it needs to be cured. And that album ends like that. Ends with the character. I don't know if taking his own life in hurt, but or giving free of all the demons that he has inside.
Yeah.
It's a great album. It's an album that you need to listen with an analysis. You need to sit and to hear every sonic texture and also the lyrics and also the concept. It's for me the nihilistic album of the contemporary music. You know.
Yeah. So fun fact, and I'm full of these. I have a lot of useless music knowledge, but did you know that the Downward Spiral was recorded in the house that the Manson murders took place in? Like, I discovered that recently, and I was sitting there with my wife, and I was like, "Did you know?" And told her, she was like, "That's really weird." And I was like, "Right, but it fits. Like, it works."
Yeah.
And like Trent Reznor bought the house
sense.
or whatever. Right? Crazy. Oh.
I think the song March of the Pigs.
Yeah.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
Great song.
For sure.
And
absolutely.
And I think he stole the door from the Manson house, and he has it in his
did.
house or
Yes.
something.
Yeah.
It's
He stole the door. Yeah.
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 The pig.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah. Piggy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah, that's weird, but it's a great album. You know.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a great album.
Yeah, for sure. Well, guys, it has been such a pleasure talking to y'all. I've thoroughly enjoyed this. I've enjoyed discovering your music, and this is for sure something that I'm going to listen to your songs for the rest of the evening tomorrow while I'm working and everything. Everyone be sure to go check out the latest single, Farewell Song, that dropped today as we're recording this. So perfect timing on our part. So go us, right? But guys, it truly has been a pleasure talking to y'all. You're welcome back on the show anytime. We can't wait to hear what you guys have in store coming out in the future. So
Thank you so much for having us. It was a pleasure for us as well, and hopefully in the future we can be here again.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anytime. Come on back.
Anytime you want. Come in on.
We can talk about music. We can talk about albums. We can talk about bands.
And also, we also give a big shout out once again to Tattoo Billy for introducing me to these guys. These guys are so great.
Yeah,
Tattoo Billy.
Thank you, Tattoo Billy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ed.
Incredible Southern rock band.
Yes. Yeah, Southern Rock is the best.
And thank everyone in the US for listening to us. It's the first country in our listening list, so thank all the fans.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
80s, man, you can't deny. You know, I was born in the 80s, and I love the 80s till I die. So.
Love it.
Thank you for bringing it back. You know, so
yeah, for sure.
Let's go away for a minute. So okay, and our fans can visit you on the website or TikTok or Instagram. I mean, like, what are your platforms?
We're mainly Instagram.
Instagram.
Okay, Instagram.
Go ahead.
Go.
We have Instagram account, Hangwire. We have YouTube account. We have, I don't know, TikTok as well, I think.
Okay.
We have TikTok.
Cool.
Yeah.
We're not working a lot on TikTok, but we have.
But TikTok is going to be banned on the USA, right?
Yeah.
We don't have TikTok, man. We don't have
Maybe.
You can.
We have also Facebook.
Okay.
Facebook?
Yep.
But we unfortunately don't have it. But we unfortunately don't have Eloy Casagrande on the drums. No, it's a joke. It's a joke.
So everybody go check out Hangwire on all the cool platforms except for TikTok, which might be coming down shortly. I don't know. So, all right. Thank you, everybody, for listening. And always remember, when words fail,
music speaks.
Thank you, my friend.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much. Come back anytime.
Thank you.
Thank you.